Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. This is like the third time I've tried to do this video, so I don't know what's going on with my phone, but it's being really weird, so I'm gonna have to watch. What I'm doing is basically Rachel at Roxy Creations challenge that she's been doing, which I haven't been doing because there's so many people doing it. I just figured people get tired of watching this stuff, but I did want to make what she was working on this week. She did like a collage board and then made little like file folder pockets out of it. I'm doing it a little bit different. I'm trying to use up some of my book page stuff. So I'll have different sizes. Mine won't all be the same size, but of course you can make them the same size, especially if you're using the same book for the book pages. So anyway, what I've done is taken this book page and folded it in half. Like this is the way the book page was, but I folded it in half. I left about a ½ inch up at the top. Made my little cut using my envelope punch board, and I will show you real quick if I can find it. I put my little page in right with the edge of the page going to the edge of this little arrow thing that points out that way. So right at the edge, I punch it. Then I came down to 1 7/8 and I punched it again. I did this one a little bit smaller than one I'll be doing. I usually go to 2, but I just wanted to make this part a tiny bit smaller because this pocket's a little bit shorter. And then you just cut off the piece of the book page that's here, and we'll do another one together. Sorry, my video just pooeyed out on me. So anyway, I have covered the inside just with some lined composition notebook paper. It's old vintagey composition notebook paper, and then I'm just taking a strip of music page and putting it here. I decided I wanted to use more neutral colors, that way I can decorate them, you know, however I want, depending on what journal they're going to go into or whatever. So anyway, and I just folded this little piece over as a pocket because the pages were a little bit wide, folded in half, and so I didn't really like the way it looked like that. So I went ahead and folded that little edge over, if you're wondering, because that's also different, I think, than the way Rachel was doing it. I just kind of saw what she did. I wasn't able to watch all of it because I just haven't had time, but I just liked the idea and wanted to get it in my idea journal. And so this one's going to go in the idea journal. But yeah, you can cover them with any paper that you want, obviously, if you want to do it this way. If you're doing it the way Rachel did it with, and Gail and everybody, then you probably would use the collage board and, you know, go ahead and cover it that way. So it's just totally personal preference, however you want to do it. I'm going to go ahead and put a little more ink on here to make it look like that was intentional, because that's where I inked. I'm using my glue pages, like I said, so some of them have like stamping or ink or whatever, glue on them, but we're covering it all up with just kind of neutral pieces. So anyway, I hope that that makes some sense, since I am a little late to the show here. I don't generally do Rachel's thing because, like I said, you guys, I may feel like you've seen it enough. I don't know. I just haven't done a lot of those, but I wanted to try these. So see, so I'm going to keep that just that simple, and then we're going to cover the outside with some more different papers. So I hope you guys are having a good day. I am having a lovely day because we have beautiful weather happening. This is just a piece of book page, or I mean dictionary page, and I'm just grabbing out of a bunch of scraps that I have that are, like I said, neutral, not really, you know, any specific colors or anything. I may use some other things with it, but I wanted to keep them as plain as possible so that I could add other things onto them, because like I make these little cards a lot and just put whatever on them, and then later I can add flowers or birds or whatever. So that's kind of what I'm doing, but with these little file folder dealies instead. So if nothing else, go ahead and grab what you're working on and hang out with me, because it's super fun to have people to hang out with and do this, right? I'm kind of feeling like I want to do some, I don't know, botanical, some birds. I haven't done any of that in a long time. I'm kind of thinking I need to do that. I mean, I've played a little bit with a few little things, mushrooms and whatever, but yeah, just feeling the need to do that. Okay, I didn't even read what was on that dictionary page. Hopefully it's not bad. I mean, some of the things, it's not like they're bad words. It's just maybe not something you want on your page, right? Okay, then we could put the music page in here, so maybe something different. Let's see. We do have a little sewing instructions here. That could work. At least it's interesting looking. I like doing these a lot just because I don't tend to overthink it, because it's just like, just put some stuff down. Because you don't even know what you're going to use it for yet. Which is always nice. Doing it that way. Yeah, I kind of like it. Even if it's going over there, it's fine. Oopsie. See, like, so this one, if I wanted to, I could decorate it with some sewing stuff or whatever. Or I could, you know, do flowers and stuff and nobody would think anything of it. So that's the nice part about using the neutrals, I think. Hopefully this isn't in the way of this light bulb thing. We were taking pictures of my daughter's art project yesterday, and we were trying to get the lighting right. So I had like all my lights that I use for this downstairs and out in the hallway, and just we tried all different places and we couldn't find anything. And then finally we went out in front of the garage, which was extremely bright, and we're able to get some decent pictures out there. But by then I had already had all my lights down and everything, so I put them all back this morning. And it's kind of like you got to get back in the how they best work, you know, or are in here. Okay, so I'm thinking I would probably glue this down like this. It would have this little tuck here, and then I would make a pocket back behind. So I think I probably am not going to cover that back part, and I think I'll leave that like that. I think we might decorate, you know, a couple of these just so you guys can kind of see. Now this one is a piece of book page that I folded in half, and, you know, after I glued and stuff, and I folded in half. So I folded it again, left about a ½ inch, and it doesn't have to be exact. And then I punched again, and I think I punched this one a little bit smaller just because it's a smaller area, but you can, you know, decide how much you want to punch. So I'm doing it a little bit different because, you know, I'm not using the collage board. I have one, and I thought about doing that, but then I was like, I really need to use up some of these glue pages. So this is really old paper, and it's just really fragile. Do I want the picture of these guys? Yeah, maybe that's kind of cool. So, yeah, that's why that, gosh, that was a horrible tear. It just tears like all crazy. But yeah, we took pictures. The pictures came out good. So now she can turn in her hands. So yay. It's always good to have those projects done. I mean, they're fun to do. You have fun doing them, but at the same time, it's super nice when it's the end of the semester and you turn them in. I always loved that when I was in college. Nothing better than finishing some stuff up and getting it turned in. Now, to not glue this to the page or anything here. Yeah, I don't know, our weather just got really nice. It was downright cold. I mean, it was kind of miserable with the wind and the cold and all that. And then it was rainy, which, I mean, that's always good. It's good for the, you know, to get that water. But, and then all of a sudden it was just like, okay, we're going to be 80 degrees. It's like, wow, I'll take it. Let's see, what do we got in here that could look kind of cool? This is just some handwriting. And I'm sorry, I don't know where all this stuff is from. A lot of these are just stuff I've found online, or they're from other people's digital downloads. All kinds of stuff. Because I know I've got some of, I think, Rachel's French letters, or old letters, or something like that. And then Gail's, too. And I'm not sure what that little piece is from. This is from like an almanac of some type that was gifted to me by Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. So, yeah. All the things we got to keep our eyes peeled for, right? Old typing books. I love those. Those are the bomb. And then, you know, almanacs, all that stuff. It just looks so cool when you, anything really on old paper. These are things that I've just printed on that manila drawing paper. That's why I like that so much, because it kind of looks like old book page. Like this. I think these are my, they might not be mine. I'm not sure, because I do have some from a railroad directory thing that I have that has some old ads and stuff in it, but I think these are somebody else's and I'm not sure whose. But yeah, always think about that manila drawing paper if, you know, you have some, because it is great to print like old letters and those old ads on it and use, because it really kind of does look like the old book page and feels a lot like it. So this one is entirely different than the last one. This one I would probably glue this way, obviously, since I oriented that way, but on the page, and then have the pocket back behind and have this flip down so you could write in it. But you definitely could glue up the sides and use it as a pocket that way too. So however you would decide to do it. I think I'm going to use some of this old book page as the writing spots in there, because that looks kind of cool. Here's the quail. I love the quail. I just hope they don't all go away. There's so many people here now that I just don't know. I know I talked about it in my video yesterday, but it seriously is bad. I mean, places it used to take me 10 minutes to get to, now it takes me 45 minutes. If I go into town, it can take like an hour, hour and a half, where it used to take like 33 minutes. So it's just kind of a nightmare. Schools are so overcrowded. My son cannot wait to be done at the high school. Luckily next year he just has one class to take, so he only has to go, like, you know, for a little while every day. So hopefully that'll help. But then the college is just as bad, so way overcrowded. And not like in a good way. In a real bad way. And like I was mentioning yesterday, there's people I know that have lived here their whole life and can't even afford a place to live, and so they're building, what they're saying is less expensive housing, but it costs so much that they, you know, they're still, but they're just right on one of the busy roads. I don't know. It's just crazy to me. I don't feel like it's gonna work because the road is already like overly busy and crowded, and they're building houses and apartments right almost up on the road. I mean, as close as they can legally build to the road. And what we really need is for them to widen the road. It's just really a big fat mess. So I don't know. And the prices keep going up. I don't know. I just don't know. And our property taxes. Oh, good golly. That keeps going up. We'll have to move. That was one of the reasons we moved here. I mean, my husband got a job here, and that's why we actually moved here. Plus, he's from here. But, yeah, because it was a little bit better than Nevada that way. But now it's just astronomical. Crazy. I mean, it might not be to some people because, you know, if you've lived in more expensive places, I get that it's probably a lot cheaper here. But for those of us that have been here and are still making the same amount of money, it's not good. So what I'm saying is I wouldn't come to Idaho if you're looking for some place to move to, because it's bad. These are just Tracy Fox, her random numbers, and I think I got the first set that she did, so, but, you know, she's got loads of them and scientific names and all kinds of stuff. That's fun, so really you could just go have a look. And she's loved junk journals on Etsy. I'm sure most people know that, but just in case you're new and don't know that. Yeah, I think these look really cool with that old book page like that. It just gives it a really old feel. But then, you know, I could put a flower or whatever on there and that would look real good. So those are fun. And I'm going to use this just book page. This is out of that English grammar book that I have from the 50s. And I'm going to trim it up because it's kind of a mess here. Oh, somebody was mentioning that I need to speak louder when I'm filming. I'm not really sure how, because I'm already talking at just a normal, like, talking voice, and my camera is literally right in front of my face. So I just worry that, like, for some people it might be too loud, or, you know, and I don't want to be yelling the whole time. I can't yell the whole time I do that. Do a video. So all I can say is maybe like if you turn up the volume on your whatever device you're listening on, or maybe get earbuds or something like that. That might help if you're having trouble hearing videos. I don't know. You guys tell me, like, all of you, because maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure how. You know, I can make it louder because, like I said, I can't yell my whole video. But, and I know sometimes I do, like, turn my head away, or I go looking for something or whatever, and so that makes it, you know, not as loud. So I apologize for that when I do that, because I know you definitely can't hear me then. But okay, so now I'm putting it at 2 is where I'm putting this little edge, and I get that edge, like I said, I think I told you guys. I've done this video 3 times, so right at the edge of that is where I put the edge of my paper when I do the first side. And then I don't know why my phone's having so much trouble. It's doing fine now, knock on wood, but yeah, it just wasn't working. Okay, so then you just want to cut to that other side over there so that it, you know, hopefully it gets as even as possible. And then I like to trim this little thing off too, but if you like it like that, then don't worry about it. This one's a little bit wide too, so I would probably orient it this way. How long is this? Oh, it's too long too. I'm going to cut a little off because it wouldn't work as a pocket on a page. It needs to be less than 5.5 inches. So let's do it at 5 1/4. That way it will fit on a page without a problem. It's kind of tall, like I said. Do I want to leave it like that? I didn't even think about that until I did this much of it. Yeah, maybe we'll just leave it that way. This one I think I might turn into a pocket, so I think I'll glue the sides. And that way. And if you want to use the book page, you just have to fold it the other, is it? It would be this way, so that when you fold it up, your pages are right side up. So you'd have to make this side the side with the tab in order to use this. So that's just something to think about if you want it like that. I actually want it over here. Let's see. I'm going to use a piece of dictionary again, since it's right here, ready to go. Maybe we'll decorate this one up so that it looks nice. All right, sorry, my throat just, You guys probably overly heard that, right? Okay, so I know this is just one thickness, and that's why, you know, gluing stuff over the top of it works well, because then it covers that up. Maybe I'll put a piece of this on. I don't know what this is from, so I apologize. It's just all in my scraps right now. And I have no names of anybody. These might have been things that I just found on the internet when I was doing some project. Okay, do we want this one maybe here since it's a little different color? That might work good. Underneath. Maybe I'll turn it this way. I like the Acme soap there. And then what do we want to put on it? Since, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and glue it closed. I think what I might do is fold paper or just to go around the edges, because I feel like it needs that, just because this is a little bit thinner with it being book page, and I'm not going to cover the inside. Oh, Seriously. So let's just take a piece of this. Maybe we'll just kind of go sort of in half. And then I will fold it. Let me get it the right length first. I just think it'll be a little bit more sturdy that way. And I might take a piece of washi and go across the bottom. And you don't have to do this. I just think that it will turn out better, last longer. Just would hate for somebody to, you know, put something in or something and it tears the bottom of the pocket out, and there's that. Okay, so what do I want to go across the bottom with? Let me grab my washi. Okay. I don't have a ton, but I do have a few that will work. Almost out of some of my Tim Holtz ones. I really need to get some more. Oh, maybe one of these green ones. They're all green. No, they might be too new looking. This one might not be bad, just some leaves. And get a hold of it. We'll put this one on first. Maybe. If I can get it. And I am going to put some tape, glue on there. It is tape. Always something going on around here. People coming and going, coming and going. Okay, just as a little extra, and I know I'm over this way and not over that far enough the other way, but I don't think it's going to matter once we get these on. Just strengthening my pocket. And like I said, this is not something you have to do. I'm trying to think, do I want? No, let's just use this side. So if you don't wanna, don't do it. It's the awesome part about junk journals. There's no right or wrong. It's just all fun. Do it however you want. I'm going to go ahead and glue this closed at least. So this is entirely different than Rachel's challenge, because I don't think anybody did any glued shut, because they're meant to be written or whatever, but that's the way I'm doing it. I think I can use this. I'm going to try, oh goodness me, to get this in here, and I'm sure there was a better way to do that, but you guys will tell me what the better way was. Oh goodness. There we go. That was not the good way to do it. I just want to get it even, and it's just like not wanting to move at all once it gets on there. And I'm just pulling it apart because it's so old. Okay, that was not good. That didn't really help anything. Maybe just stitch up the side. Hopefully at least there's enough glue and whatever there that it'll hold it together. And I'm not worried about the back because it's going to be covered or glued down. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I didn't like glue it closed because that would be me. All right, let's do one of the stickers out of here. I got this thing and then I don't use it very often, so I want to use it. Where's the lid for my... Okay, what do we want on there? I got this on Amazon. It is in my description box below the video. I am an Amazon associate, so anything you buy through my link on Amazon, I get a small commission, and it's no extra charge to you, so it's not going to cost you extra to use my link. These are very tropical. I don't think tropical is, I don't know, I just don't use a whole lot of tropical, I guess because I don't relate or something, maybe. This is pretty. That one would be pretty. Let's use that one. I'm gonna go ahead and, I like to ink them while they're still in here. It's just easier, that way I'm not flipping the edges or, you know, anything. It's just a lot easier. But if you don't want them inked, you don't have to ink them. That's another personal preference thing. I might use one of those little butterflies. They're cute. Okay, to me it goes like this. And let's do, I like this butterfly right here. I like that. I might put a small little something on there. Do I want one of these or no, I don't know. There are other random things in here that aren't Tracy Fox's. Ugh. I'm good at that, mixing everything up. I don't like the red because that's a little orangey there. Green might be nice. Yeah, I like that. Okay, where did I put my, right in front of my nose. Very pretty. I like that flower. Okay, so that one's all done, and that's a pocket instead. Oh, you know what? It needs something up there, though. I probably should have. This one? I think since I already used a label, I don't want to do that. So I think what I will do is just stamp something up there. put a little piece of like at least colorful paper up there too, just to make it a little sturdier, because that's kind of thin paper, that book page. Probably doesn't even need to be that long. Oop. I went today and got boutonniere and a corsage for my son. He's going to prom, so that's kind of fun. That's the first time he's gone, so that will be fun. It's fun to go order that for him. He's at school, so just thought I'd do it for him, and he's got to go to work later, so. All right, so that's that one. I like that a lot. I think that's super fun. Yeah. Okay, and then do we want to do one more, or if you guys had enough? I think I'll just do one more, and then we'll be done. I'm gonna make this one a little bit smaller because they are pretty wide like that. So I think what I'll do is just trim it off. I need to trim this edge first because it's just not butting up right. Okay, so let's go 5 1/4 again. I don't want it any wider than that. And then we'll cut this off at 3 1/2. How about 3 3/4? Okay, and then I'm going to cut this one a little bit off, just to, so I've got that bit that's a little taller there. And this one I'm going to really have to cover because it's got stamping and all kinds of craziness happening. So in fact, I think what I'll do is just cover the inside, and then I'll do the punch with the it's not big enough. Is this? Yes. The envelope punch board. that was rough. Okay. That way it will be all the way covered up, because it's kind of a mess in there. This page is really old too and falling apart. Jules, what are you doing? Huh? Turning around like a crazy nutball. What are you doing, crazy girl? Being an old lady, she gets all salty sometimes and races around like crazy. Okay, what do we want to cover the inside with? What would be good is some, oh, what do you call it? You know, you're like, no, I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. That's one of Gail's. I know that. Gail Augustinelli. Could just put a piece of that on the other side. Straw paper is the word I was looking for. I don't think I've got, I mean, I have more, but I'd have to go get it, and I don't want to do that right now. So we'll just do this. Put a little piece of this on there or something, just for a little more interest. So I think what I'm going to do is mainly get the bottom half of this. fold this one, and see, I just keep making more, so it doesn't even matter when you try to use them up. They just keep coming. But I just gave us another idea at least to do with them, so I guess that's good. That's a good spot to write on. And this way I can cut it and it'll at least look a little bit better up there, I think. Just gonna tear this to size roughly. And I'll probably add something to it so it's a little more interesting. To the top just a little bit, sorry. Somebody riding around on a ATV. Okay, I know I got quiet. I mean, I tend to be fairly quiet usually, but just don't have much else to say today, I guess. Is this piece big enough? Barely, but it would work. I just... That'll work. Trying to get rid of some of this stuff. Scraps for days and days and days. Even when I try to use them, I can never seem to use them all up. Okay. All right, what do we want to put on the front of that? Kind of liked that old piece of dictionary I had right here. It's kind of fun. I don't know, this one's going this way for whatever reason. I guess because I put the little receipt thing in there and it's going up and down like that. That way. How long are we? 45 minutes. Yeah, this will definitely be the last one we do. But I did pretty good. That's good for me. I never get that many done because I usually get sidetracked doing something goofy. That's just a piece of scrapbook paper, but it's kind of cool. use that and something going that other direction. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Rough up the edge on this. My finger's stuck to it. You know it's time to stop when your fingers are sticking to the paper. Go wash your hands, Amy. Oh, I already did that one. Okay, let's put this one down first. And then we can do a little one of our tab tops. So coming right in at the edge. And then we'll go to 2. And we'll cut this part off, which I guess I didn't need a piece long enough, did I? Duh. Trying to get straight here. Off. These are super fun. Let's see how you could get hooked on doing that. Go ahead and decorate this one a little bit real quick. Using our sticker book again. The back a little more. Ew, those pears are cool. I think I'm just gonna go with that. That was a fluke. It does that squeaky sound when you ink on this stuff. It's kind of slippery. Be careful getting them out because sometimes I tear them like that. Wherever they have a little spot that goes over to the side, it's easy to tear them. There we go. I gotcha. A bee might be good. Okay, and then we'll put a little something over here. Where's that other one? Yeah, like that. Okay, well then what? I just feel like it needs a little something else. I don't know what. little dotted line. I'm gonna go with August pears. Okay, that one's done. So we got this one, opens up. And then I'm pretty sure I would glue that back down. But you could cover it if you want it like free floating or whatever. Got this one, that's just a pocket. Got this one, it's a little one. And this one. So 4 for me is pretty good. So I hope you guys have an awesome weekend and a wonderful rest of your day. And we will chat again soon. Thank you so much.